My brother Liam, 31, supposedly the man of the house now that dad's sick. Except this man is allergic to accountability, addicted to sports betting, and constantly between jobs despite having a college degree. Bro acts like he's a misunderstood genius entrepreneur just waiting on the next big idea. Meanwhile, he's blowing thousands on DraftKings and begging friends for loans that never get repaid. I knew he had a gambling problem. That wasn't even a secret in the family. What wasn't public knowledge yet was how bad it had gotten. And before I go deeper, no, my brother and I were never close. Not even as kids. He was the golden child when we were growing up, and I was just the one who didn't need as much attention because I was so independent, aka ignored. Classic setup. Anyway, Dad's condition started really declining this year. His speech got harder to understand and he had 2 falls in 1 month. That was the wake-up call. But we moved him into my place because he couldn't be left alone anymore, and Liam offered so generously to manage Dad's finances since he knew more about online banking. Spoiler alert, he knew more about stealing. I didn't realize how sketchy things had gotten until about 6 weeks ago. I was going through receipts for one of Dad's prescriptions and noticed a weird withdrawal on his account. Like $400 from an ATM in a totally different city, a place my dad never goes. First, I told myself maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was an old auto payment I missed or something. I wanted to believe that. I really did. But then more stuff started popping up, like Uber's, DoorDash, FanDuel charges. Thousands just draining out of my dad's retirement savings. And guess whose email was linked to all of it? Yup, Liam's. I swear to God, when I saw that, I just sat there staring at my screen, heart racing like I was about to pass out. I wanted to be wrong so bad. I wanted to believe maybe someone hacked the account or well, maybe I was just paranoid. I didn't even say anything right away. I sat with it for like a week, hoping I could find some kind of reasonable explanation. But deep down I knew. So I did what any responsible daughter would do. I confronted him. And y'all, this man had the audacity to flip the whole thing on me. I think you're just stressed, okay? You've been working too much. You're literally imagining stuff. You're being paranoid. Paranoid? Dude, I had screenshots. I had statements. I had the whole paper trail in my phone. He even tried gaslighting me into believing I might have done some of the charges and forgotten. Like bro, I'm a lot of things. I might forget where I parked or who I need to call back, but I don't forget dropping $600 on DraftKings in the middle of a Tuesday night. That's when I knew this wasn't just some addiction mess. This was deliberate, calculated. And if he was doing this while dad was sick and vulnerable, what else was he capable of? But wait, we haven't even hit the worst part yet. Cause when I started digging deeper, I found something I never expected. Something that made me realize this wasn't just about Liam being selfish or impulsive. This was something bigger and way darker. But I'll get to that. For now, just know this story only goes downhill from here. Alright, this is where it gets wild. So after Liam pulled that whole "you're just paranoid" gaslight routine, I decided to stop playing nice. No more giving him the benefit of the doubt. No more trying to handle this like siblings who just had a misunderstanding. I didn't say another word to him after that argument. I started quietly collecting everything. Screenshots, bank statements, emails, texts. Like I went full digital FBI. So a few days later I sat down with my dad to talk about it. Mind you, at this point he's not the same man I grew up with. Parkinson's has really impacted his speech and energy. Some days he's fully alert, other days he fades in and out. But I waited for a good moment. I sat down with him and said gently, "Have you noticed anything weird with your accounts? Anything Liam told you about?" And y'all, he just blinked at me. Blinked and then started crying. He knew. He told me, slowly and with a lot of pauses, that he had asked Liam to help set up some new banking apps for him because he couldn't manage his phone well anymore. He thought Liam was just helping with transfers and bills, but recently he'd been seeing weird charges and had even tried asking about them. Couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Full stories down below.